How's it going? What? Yeah. So, I lost you earlier.
Yes, your phone rang, and it cut off.
Where did we get at on this? I remember you saying targeted justice.
No. What do you want to know, David? You've obviously you phoned up about targeted justice.
Yeah. So, like,
Anna.
what they got going on, you know, with the lawsuit with Anna Toledo and everything like that.
Yes.
And they're bogus. And, like, literally, they got a whole bunch of shit going on. I've got a bunch of evidence. So does other people. I sent it to other people so it won't get destroyed. So that's going to be impossible for them to delete this.
Great.
So, what, for you, I don't know how you feel about Anna Toledo with that, but she's one of the heads of targeted justice. You know that now, don't you?
Right. Well, the thing is with me, David, is I'm quite old. I've travelled the world, and I'm not stupid. I caught her bullshitting. But I caught her bullshitting, but I'm letting it go.
Wow. You are a smart cookie, sir. You are a very, very, very smart guy.
Thank you.
But I'm telling you, you have to watch out with these people because they're with the CIA.
Right.
And they find out they will find out you're playing them, but they can't do nothing about it.
I'm not playing them. How am I playing them?
But you said in your video you support targeted justice with the interview.
Right. Right. Till April. Right. I didn't say. Right. Do you know? I can't remember exactly what I said. I'm not going to be entrapped into anything.
Right.
And I've got no reason to bullshit anybody. Where were we? You said they're with them, and I wanted David Lighthouse to show his face.
Richard Lighthouse.
Pardon?
It's Richard Lighthouse. His name ain't Richard Lighthouse. It's Winter Owen Culvert. He's been. If you look on their lawsuit, it's the 99-page lawsuit that she has, and it's posted on their website, targetedjustice.com. If you look at the 17 people that filed, that's him. And I got evidence of him. That's Richard Lighthouse is nowhere on that. That's his name, Winter Owen Culvert.
Right, okay. Well, you see, what's this? I'm supposed to be playing them then that you just said.
Like, basically, get information from them or make them feel like it's all good because the targeted community's watching these people like a hawk because people are having second thoughts because we've been exposing them. But if people are going around saying we support you and everything, that's throwing mass confusion into the wrench with this. People need to come out and say, fuck you motherfuckers. You're stealing money. You guys got $5 million a year while we got TIs eating out of trash cans, and you're profiting off our misery with your t-shirts and your coffee mugs, wanting donations. Hell, they even wanted donations for the lawsuit that they got going on now. You got $5 million revenue.
She bullshitted me last night.
Yes, sir, she did, and you didn't know. Obviously, you didn't know which organization which she was from until she said something. How did you?
I knew. That's why I contacted her because of the video. Because I wanted it to go out public.
Oh, wow. I see what you're doing. You're doing journalist shit with that, man. So
no, I wanted her testimony of being a real targeted individual and what part she playing. That's what I do with the videos, their testimony.
Right, I understand that.
So that's what it was for.
Well, I'm just telling you this from my perspective and others that we're watching. They're confused on that because they're like, well, Roy's in our group, and how do we know he's not delivering?
They can go and fuck themselves if they don't meet David. All of them.
Well,
I've been reporting here 15 years.
I know.
And I'm not going to have some people ever fucking doubt my integrity, ever, David.
That's what people are confused about. That's why I'm asking, because you were doing the interview with her, but knowing that she's part of targeted justice, and you don't like targeted justice.
Because she told me, because the interview she put out is she's the lawyer, she's the attorney. Targeted justice brought her in from Puerto Rico.
Right.
They brought her in from Puerto Rico. That's it.
Well, they're doing dirty shit to other targeted individuals. Dirty shit.
Well, you see, I question that. I think they've been going 5 years, and I've been watching them since the beginning. So when this came out to the community, it was like, oh, fabulous, but obviously I've got me doubts. And I turned round to her last night, and I said, well, to be honest with you, I said, a lot of people want to know where all the money's been going. I said, because the target individuals have been donating. I said, you're selling your coffee cups, your t-shirts and all that lot. And she turned around and she said, they're not even bringing in $10,000 a year.
That's what she told one of my colleagues this morning as well.
Hang on. And in another sentence, he told me that there was 25 staff on board. Non-paid.
She's so full of shit. I got her fucking admitting it. And she begged me not to put it on YouTube, and I did it anyway. After I found out she's a piece of shit.
Right. Yeah.
So,
April, it's all supposed to be coming out, isn't it?
Yeah, allegedly.
Yeah.
But the thing is, Roy,
David, we can see if they come through.
They'll come through. They're not going to happen, because if you look at one of my videos that I uploaded the other day with Dr. Stanwyck, she picked her ass apart with her shit on Rumble that Anna Toledo did. Number one, she was sitting there talking about people in the United States. If you're here, you don't, as a guest or whatever, you're not obligated to follow the same rules and regulations as our Constitution, which is bullshit. And two, the federal lawsuit part of the thing, there's not enough filing information in there for them to do that. And then she backtracks in the middle of it and says that it's probably not going to go through anyway. Well, they don't have no evidence in that 99 pages of anything. There's not one shred of evidence in there. And then to have the Department of Justice and everybody else submit what they have at all, they're not going to do it. And they haven't done it, and they're never going to do it. Just like they never submitted to the Freedom of Information request. It's not going to happen. So basically what they're doing is just stealing people's money, setting them up to get targeted. They want us to go hang out in CIA fucking restaurants so you can get a bird's eye view of people. That's just taunting the agents to fuck with you. And then submitting a request, which they have on their website, to all these federal agencies, including the Department of Justice, for you to send the information back. And that she told me flat out, and I got the messages, well, that'll stop your targeting. That'll stop all of our targeting. No, it won't. That'll increase it. I got a letter from the FBI and the Department of Justice saying that they're not going to give us shit, and they're not going to tell you if we're on a targeting list or not. And they shredded the information that was submitted. So she's full of shit.
I thought that last night. Because some of the things that I asked her, I looked at a couple of the questions that I asked her. I looked this morning when I got up, and she evaded the questions and changed the subject.
Exactly. Here's the thing, Roy. I understand what you've been doing for a long time. I just don't want, you know how the TI community works with paranoia and shit, drawing conclusions. I know what you're doing. It's cool. I don't want others to get the wrong impression saying, well, he's supporting targeted justice, but in actuality, you're doing an interview trying to get the information out of her to see what's going on and to see if she's a real target or not. Now, if you can clarify...
That was the reason behind the testimony.
Exactly.
She was actually a TI.
Exactly.
I asked her if Richard Lighthouse was, or whatever his name is, and she said yes. And then she went on to say he's such a lovely person and everything else. And I turned round to her and I said, look, I said, the TI community, I said, want to see transparency. You know, because we need to be told the truth, exactly what's happening and exactly what's going on. Because there's never been any transparency with them.
Right.
So they must be thinking to themselves, fucking hell, they've got us. We know we haven't been transparent, and that's why they came out and made that video a few days ago.
Did you notice how nervous they was in that video? Their body language and everything,
yeah.
They were fucking sweating, dude.
Yeah, well, if you look at some of the questions that I asked Anna last night, if you look at that and watched her swerve, and I thought to myself, fucking hell, because you're not the only one who's been in touch, David. I've spoken to a few people.
Well, I was just saying, Roy, I wanted you to know, you know how the community works. If you can clarify that, not to save anything, not to save face or anything, but to put it out there so people don't get confused. Because I'm going to put this video out when I can, a video that I have, and then I'm going to say, hey, to complete everybody to pay attention, because you guys are so brainwashed with targeted justice. Roy is not flipping sides. He's not doing this and that, because people don't know. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of shit going on.
I wanted total honesty, and I wanted to see what page they were on. I'm fucking worn out. On Sunday, they came to my house, right, and I've got between 6 and 8 tips in my body. They came to scan my property, and I've got a chip in my throat. I've got a chip in my back. I've got 2 cuts behind my ears. I've had a testicle operation, 2 throat operations, broken inner ear bones, bladder cancer. I'm fucking worn out. And they done the checks on Sunday, scanned my property, the microwave energy in my property is over the fucking top. And it's all documented now.
Well, God bless you for your work, man.
Somebody put a GoFundMe out for me yesterday for me to raise $3,000 to go to see Dr. Hopper. Guess what happened to the GoFundMe page?
It got taken off.
Yeah.
They don't want you to do that.
Yeah.
I know these fucking people are behind a lot of people's targeting, dude, and they're getting kicks back. They're working with the CIA and other operational groups, MOD and everything else. They're all tied into the same network. We have direct evidence of all this.
Right.
But yeah,
See, that's why we all need to work closer together, because I interviewed her for specific reasons. I wanted to see if she was telling the truth, and I wanted to see if targeted justice were really going to be transparent. When she turned around and said that they don't even earn $10,000 a year from donations and sales of their stuff, she said they had 25 staff.
Well, they're completely full of shit on a lot of things. And the only reason they submitted that 99 pages is because we exposed them that day, and all these people started leaving. I know you was watching the group chat, and they were jetting the fuck out of there. And then magically, a couple hours later, they submitted that, and it took them how many years to do that?
Yeah, I think they said they've been going 5 years, wasn't that? 5 years, 2017 or 2018. But it's like, you've got to remember, it was me who submitted all of the stuff to them in the very beginning, David, when they started, because I believed them. Because I wasn't friendly with Midge Mathis, but I used to send her all the stuff that I had. I was fucking desperate, and I believed that they would come out on top. You know, I believed it was a professional outfit that we're actually going to get it stopped. But then as the years went by, I thought to myself, well, all they do is take fucking money. So I told all the other TIs not to give them any money. It's the same as Eacups. People are saying to me, I don't want to give money to Eacups either, Roy, because all they keep doing is taking money. Alison fell out with me and Stephen, who were friends of Amy Holham, and I know them all. Why did Alison fall out with me? Because she told me that she charged somebody £300 to do a fucking voice recognition to go through the a tape that was sent to her. And I thought, how fucking nasty. You know, TI's haven't got to fucking pot the piss in, and she's charged that. And I thought to myself, fuck me, they're all about making money now.
It's all this money. It's a big money game, and they're living off our misery on this. Because I've donated money too, and I was in the same boat you was. I was desperate in 2019 with this, and that was the only people I turned to, and they wouldn't have nothing to do with me then. And then magically she decides to have an interest in it because she knows what I'm doing, and then they were just sitting back and watching and collecting information. And then my targeting increased in the last 3 months because of this, and so did everybody else that we're associated with because of them. All the way down to people running me off the road, fucked up phone calls and all kinds of shit. Problems with my bank account, problems with all my accounts. They're all tied into that shit. But we got to stay on the same page, brother, and keep going and keep doing what we're doing. And
I've known it all along. Mate, I've just gone and I've reported everything day in, day out, 16 hours a day. I've been in this flat 14 fucking years, every single day. All it's been is TI, finding everything I could out, reporting everything day in, day out, morning in, morning out. You know, doing the chat show. I had a WhatsApp group before that, doing these testimonies. I've got somebody in Australia who wants to do a testimony now. I'm fucking worn out with it all.
Me too, brother.
The scans that I had on Sunday, and I was happy when he did it. He put the scanner on my back, and it was he put it on my throat. It lit up because he said you've got a throat implant as well. But I sort of knew that because I've had 2 throat operations where they cut lumps out of my throat.
I'm sorry, brother.
It's part of life. I just had to accept it how it is, David.
But we gotta keep trucking and pushing. But we gotta also let the community know that we're on the same page with this shit, because there's a lot of
we are. I've never steered off.
Right.
That targeted justice. That was for a reason. You know, and the reason was to see if Anna was the real TI. Because when I watched that interview, and I wanted to know if Richard Lighthouse or whatever his name was a TI as well.
I know he don't work for NASA, like he said.
I didn't really know.
If you look at that 99-page thing right in the front when it tells their occupations, he didn't work for NASA, like he claims he did.
Oh wow, okay.
So they're fucked.
Right, so it's definitely infiltrated that lot, is that?
Do what now?
It's definitely infiltrated that, isn't it? Set up to as a front.
Absolutely. And I'm getting spam calls right now. They're blowing my phone up because they know we're talking.
Right.
It's nonstop. And I'm worn out just like you are with all this shit. But I'm gonna keep on pressing, man.
You see, what I wanted to do is I said to her, do you mind if we catch up on a regular basis so that we know what's happening next? And she said, no, not at all. So I wanted that to happen, to report to the TI community if anything was going to go any further, because I felt it would have done the community good to find out on a regular basis if they're really helping or not. Because you've got to think to yourself, a lot of good is going to come out of this, because we're going to find out if they're full of shit or not, and then it'll be public.
Well, with what we got going on right now, and what I have, and what I've collected with other TIs that are in this project, they are full of shit, and we have exposed them 100%. And it's turning a lot of heads.
Do you know what? I didn't know that, And the thing is when you mention Rumble and this, I don't do all that. Like with Messenger, I don't answer the phone because I don't have the notifications turned on. I just answer me Twitter messages and my phone and the email address.
That's understandable. Well,
yeah. So I've got a brilliant researcher in the States who's been helping me recently as well. Fuck me, she's uncovered some stuff.
Well, I got the juice, brother. I got complete 100%. And this is a clarification that we need to send out to the targeted community about this, because this is the icing on the cake right here.
Right. So, David, why don't you do a testimony with me then?
I can do that.
Well, that would make sense, wouldn't it?
Yes, sir.
Well, when you want to do it, let me know.
We could do it probably this.
Let me know when you're free.
I'm free this weekend. Saturday is a good day for me.
Right. Okay. What time is it where you are now?
It is 2:46 in the afternoon.
3:46, 4:46.
2:46.
7:46. No, I'm just saying it's quarter to 8. So you're 5 hours behind. So late afternoon, David, early evening, your time.
That'll work.
My time.
That'll work.
Your time, yes. Yeah, from sort of 3 onwards, because that's 8 o'clock onwards, PM. My time.
Yes.
Well, let me know then, David, when it suits you.
I'll let you know.
And I'll come out. You come on. We'll have a chat and we'll put that out. I'd be delighted to do that.
That'll work, man. And I'll tell everything that I'm doing
great.
too.
Yeah, great.
Okay.
Because then the shit will hit the fan.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly. Well, no, nobody would be more delighted than me, because then it's all out in the open. The side that I'm on, David, is getting the fuck off of this program, trying to find a way to pay for me kids and me grandkids. That's it. They've taken 28 years of my life. I can't pay for fuck all in life. You know, I've got to find a way to pay. I was hoping to get a repatriation. I was hoping that the government would pay us out. But I can't see that happening. When I was talking to her last night, I thought to myself, there's no fucking chance.
And they're just going to keep collecting money and fucking with people.
Exactly. Exactly.
Well, Roy, I got to get going here. I got to get around and get ready for work. And with your permission, can I post this on my YouTube channel, our conversation here, because this will be really helpful on top of a testimony for this weekend. Huh?
Yeah, of course you can.
Okay. Well, hey man, I appreciate it, and I will definitely get back with you on Saturday, and we'll do their testing.
Yeah, sounds good. And we're using the Zoom software, David.
Yes, sir.
Okay, mate.
Well, you have a blessed day, sir, and God bless you, and stay up.
Likewise, God bless you too.
All right, man.
Okay, mate. Take care.
You too, brother.
Cheers, David.
Cheers to you.
Take care, mate.
All right. Bye-bye.
Bye. Bye.
You heard it, folks. Can't make this shit up. we're letting it rip, and this is going to be it. Targeted Justice, sorry about your luck. You should have been more forthcoming about everything that you've been doing, but now it's out there, and everybody's going to know, and you're not going to be able to take no more money from anybody, especially from our TI community, the people that's been suffering, and you're living off our misery. With that being said, this is Hard Target. Like, subscribe, and share this video to all TIs in the community. God bless you. I'm out.